Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been before. Thanks for coming. So today I'm going to do my update on the decks I've been using in September. Just found my little bee on my desk. I'll show you that as well. This is one of my favourite necklaces. Little golden bee. It's very cute. My mum got that for me. I'm going to just give a little recap of the things that I've been, like tarot that I've been using this month. I haven't had much time, I have to say, this month. It's been a bit of a busy month. Probably the video will be quite short. I've had a new job and I went to the UK as well for a week, so I just haven't managed to do very much with tarot, but I have done a few things. I've had a few new decks that I picked up in the UK, so second half of the month I got some new decks, and I've got a separate video where I've already shown the sort of mini haul. One of the decks is this one, the Tarot de Marseille. It's the Convert, and this one is by Emmanuel Iger or Iger, I don't know how you say it actually, Iger. And it's gorgeous, and I've been really enjoying this. I saw this on Masha's channel originally, and it's gorgeous. The colours, the gilding is lovely, and the colours of the cards are lovely, and it's just a really pretty little Convert deck. And I've been wanting a Convert for ages. I think she's tidied up the line work a little bit, but it is very nice and small. I like my small decks. So that is one that I've been using a lot since I got back from the UK. Oh dear, there we go. And then, I should leave it out actually, because I've been using it with a couple of decks. So I've been trying to use my oracles more, because I don't know, I struggle a bit with what to use oracles for. I don't pair, so really I just use oracles for like daily draws, and I've got particular oracles for particular things. So like I've got the Citadel oracle I use for like ideas for stories, and then I've got my happy oracle, the Blooming Lovelies. I've got the Psalms oracle, which I'm looking at like just some interesting sort of phrases from the Psalms in that, and it's quite a sort of interesting artwork in there. I use oracles for very specific things, but then beyond that, I don't always know what to do with oracles. Like I don't do spreads with oracles, and I don't really pair oracles, but I have been playing a bit with like pairs, things that go together. I struggle a bit with pairing with Marseille, and I'm actually quite looking forward to Nova Mundi. She promised that she's going to do a pairing Marseille video soon, so I'm keeping my eyes open for that one. So I did try using the maybe Lenormand actually with this Convert, which the colours and everything kind of go quite well together, but I find Lenormand really, I don't know, a bit scary. It's like slightly too accurate and specific, and it's got very scary cards like coffins and stuff, so I don't do so well with Lenormand. But this is a lovely one. It's got some extra cards in. I know what a lot of the cards mean, but not the higher numbers, because they're new ones that Ryan and Edward kind of added to the deck to take it up to a 52 card Lenormand instead of what are they usually, 36 here? So he created 16 additional cards to complete the 52 card pack. And the little drawings are really cute as well. So you can see just, you know, they do go quite nicely together. But, you know, reading a like the suits, the minors, quickly, I find a little tricky. I like to take my time when I'm thinking about the minors. So this kind of, you know, side by side, it's not going to work for me very well. Don't know what that's about. Baby in a bath. See, the higher numbers are the, yeah, like the ones that he added, and then I'd need to look at the book and see. But anyway, I mean, it's quite interesting. There's a fishes. But anyway, in terms of the aesthetics, I thought it worked quite nicely. See, there's the coffin and the Ace of Cups. But yeah, the significator then always scares me, what it comes up alongside, you know. Smashed mirror and the Emperor, my goodness. Handshake. That's interesting. Meeting and the Fool. Yeah, so anyway, I played around with that one a little bit. It was quite fun. And then the other thing that I've been doing is I usually have a Marseille and a like RWSE style or whatever, you know, a more illustrated style deck, one of each on a daily basis. I don't necessarily stick with one deck the whole month, but this one it just keeps coming up for me. It's the Forager's Daughter. I got the Ace of Swords yesterday. New intellectual project of my work. It's lovely, look at that. A little bird about to jump out of its nest. Yeah, so and these two go really nicely together, not only because of the kind of tones, but also the, you know, they're both goldy gilding, and it's just, they work really nicely together actually. And I just keep coming back to this one. It's so pretty. And I love the types of animals and plants that she includes. You know, they're often sort of not, you know, they're not, what can I say? They're not exotic, you know, they're sort of things that you would come across in the woods. Three of Cups and the King. Yeah, so that's been quite nice using those two decks on a daily basis. I don't always do them together, like, you know, I won't always include both of them in a reading. I often just pull like 4 or 5 from one or the other. I usually do big readings with the Marseille actually, and then smaller readings with the illustrated, or even just a 1-card pull like the Ace of Swords. But yeah, Forager's Daughter is just one of my favourites, and I do keep coming back to that as a lovely deck. I don't think it's ever made it as deck of the month, but I should keep that in mind. It's got this lovely bag by Giselle from the Mad Witch Cottage. And then what else have I done? Oh look, piece of carnelian. So I do the Sip and Sling Thursdays with Chris from Elemental Cartomancy, and they're really great. He hosts them and usually starts out talking about, you know, if he's got a new deck or two, and everybody just chats, and it's really nice. And then you know, after a little while he'll come up with a spread, and all of us who are in the chat will draw our cards alongside, and we'll post the cards in the chat, and he'll sort of comment on his interpretation of the cards that we got. And usually it's like 3 or 4 or 5 card usually spreads. We're a couple of hours ahead here of him. I think he's in Scotland, and usually I fall asleep after a couple of cards, but I've been reading it alongside the Mother Piece mini book. So I've got the big Mother Piece book, and this is just the mini one that came with the deck. But I know the meanings in the Mother Piece so well, and this sometimes just reminds me of the card association that I had with the Mother Piece, and then it can kind of spark my understanding of what in this case is the Morgan Greer. So yeah, I've been using the Morgan Greer. I didn't do the Sip and Slim last week because I was away. In fact, I haven't done it for 2 weeks, I think, but the week before I used the Morgan Greer and it was really nice. So now this has been living next to my bed. And this one was given to me by the very lovely Vasco. And he also made me this this lovely pouch in exchange. I gave him a copy of my sigils deck. So yeah, the Morgan Greer lives in this pouch by my bed now because yeah, it's just really nice to actually use for the Sip and Sling because it's quite clear, and of course everybody knows it. So Chris always asks at the start, what deck are you using? So I'll say Morgan Greer, and then you kind of know that the meanings are pretty traditional RWS. Whereas if you're using a Marseille, sometimes there are different kinds of approaches you can use. But anyway, I've been enjoying getting into the Morgan Greer actually. It's been really nice, and it's just such a nice deck, and it's also quite easy to see when you've got your light turned down and you're about to fall asleep. So for all of those reasons, yeah, it's now my bedside deck. So yeah, that's been something that I've been working with. And yeah, it's a new to me deck. I got it in the summer from Vasco, so I haven't I'm not like familiar with it. I'm sure a lot of you are very familiar with the Morgan Greer, but because it's been around a long time, but it's new to me. So that's been fun. And then what was the other thing? Oh yeah, I've still been using the Bamazo. So I did a bigger reading with the Bamazo the other day. I was doing like laying 5 cards and then another 5 on top and another 5 on top as my questions were arising. So it was really nice actually. And it's, I've shown it several times and it's been shown by many other people. But yeah, I've been enjoying playing with this one and getting to know some more of the cards. It's a big deck, so and obviously the more you use it, the more you get to know the cards, both in terms of the visuals, but also I printed out the PDF that what's her name? I'll put it on the screen. I've gone blank. Amparo. Yeah, she wrote this booklet, and I've printed it out from the sort of where she gets into the interpretation, so the meanings associated with coins, cups, batons and swords, and then the triumphs, or the majors, because I just need to, I do know, for example, I don't know all of the interpretations for the virtues. Where are we? And the different popes, and then also I know a little bit about astrological signs, but I need some reminding because it's been many years since I used to be into astrology. So some of them I do remember, and some I need reminding. I can't remember what Pisces is like, for example. Fleeing from Typhon, Venus and her son Cupid plunged into the water, and that's the 2 fish. Yeah, there are also, there are archetypes, so I just need to relearn what the meanings are. So that's been nice that I've been using that deck. And what I discovered actually for that one, I rediscovered this deck which I bought a little while ago, the Star and Crown Oracle, and this is a collaborative deck with quite a number of different artists contributed to it from this group, the Cult of Tarot. I've got a walkthrough. I mean, it's a lovely deck, and look, it's got these lovely blue edges. I didn't edge them, it came like that. So these two have been really nice, sitting on my desk together. Yeah. This is not, it doesn't have keywords, so you have to use the book with it. Yeah, so I've just been drawing a card, or shuffling, taking a card once in a while, and having a look. But yeah, in terms of the sort of lovely blue colours, it does feel nice, sort of end of summer kind of deck, and moving towards fall. And yeah, the meanings are really, really nice. They're, you know, the artist for each card gives the meaning, so lots of diversity in terms of like how the meanings are written about. So some are poems, and some are, you know, short, and some are much more in depth. And yeah, anyway, I love the images in this deck. There are no images in this deck that I don't like, which is pretty amazing for a collaborative oracle like that. Yeah, so I've been really enjoying that one as well. Okay, and then, oh, and I'm going to insert this. I forgot to mention that I've pulled out my sigil cards again, and I've been really enjoying taking one of those monthly. So monthly, daily. So today I got the Philosopher's Stone, Powerful Manifestation of Wishing and Goals, Wishes and Goals by Harnessing Universal Energy. So that's just a great little daily manifestation sigil, basically, by Princess Moon. I really like that deck. And then I've also been, I fell behind, but I've been catching up now with the Moon Phases deck, which also, Vasco also gave me this one. He said he wasn't using it, and I've been trying to tune into the phase of the moon. So this is waxing gibbous. We've got full moon just coming up, and so this is the waxing gibbous, and there are 4 different kind of prompts for the waxing gibbous phase. So yeah, I've been trying to tune into the moon phases as well, and how they relate to, particularly to kind of creativity and action and those kinds of things. So yeah, I've also been enjoying that. And there's my little chocolate spider from Hazel Owlery. Also came out for Halloween. Okay, back to the main vid. Have I got a deck of the month yet? Oh, deck in my bag. I haven't got it here. 1 second. Okay, so this is my deck in my bag. To be honest, I haven't used it, but I've been carrying it around in case I need to, just since I got back from the UK, so it's still in order. But this is the Lombardy Tarot, Lombardische Tarot by, and I've forgotten the guy's name, I'll put it on the screen. But yeah, it's a lovely little deck, so I am planning to keep this in my bag and use it while I'm out and about. And I love the colours. Yeah, it's really nice. So that was also in my new decks video, and yeah, that's the one I'm giving Deck in the Bag award to, even though I haven't actually read with it yet, but it's so pretty. Yeah, really nice. And there's the Fool. See these suits. The cups are lovely colours. There's the swords. And there are the beautiful coins. Yeah, so that is my deck in my bag. Living in my bag. doing nothing. And then deck of the month. So yeah, this was actually quite an easy choice. It was a deck that I got this month, towards the start of the month, and it is the Tarot des Ozarks, Tarot des Ozarks. So the lady comes from the Ozarks, lived there, and she's passed away sadly. But I just love the spreads that come out when you lay this deck. It's amazing. Yeah, so the creator of this deck was from the Ozarks. She has sadly passed away. Ooh, better cover that up before YouTube blocks me. But the colours, the abstractness of the pictures, all of this, just the painterly nature of the Marseille interpretation just speaks to me. I love it. It's so beautiful. And when you lay all the cards out, which is what I should be doing, so you can see the colours. Look at that lovely horse. The colours next to each other are just absolutely stunning. So I'm so glad I picked this up. The cardstock isn't like, it's not terrible, but it's not the best cardstock. But it's, you know, it's quite nice, and it's like playing card stock. And it's from like a print your own store, so it's available. It's just, look at the colours in that. It's just absolutely beautiful. Next to that one, so bright, and wow, yeah, painting is just absolutely gorgeous, and I love it. So that is my deck of the month. It's absolutely beautiful, and I really enjoy using it, and yeah, making nice big spreads with it. It's just a really lovely Marseille interpretation. Wow, look at that. Yeah, anyway, that's my deck of the month, the Tarot des Ozarks. I'm going to leave that on top. I think I might do a spread after I finish with this video. Okay, and then in terms of what I'm going to do in October, so I have one plan, and that is I got the Eliphas Levi tarot from Marco Benedetti, and I'm going to do the, what's it called, Drop 'em 78, starting on the 15th of October. So that's taking a card a day, and it takes you right up to November, to the end of December, sorry. So it takes you right up to New Year's Eve, with the 78 cards. So I'm going to try, you know, and do the whole Drop 'em 78 with the Eliphas Levi deck. It has extra cards, but that's fine. I can always do those next year. And it starts with the discs, I believe. You can find it on, I think it's called Mindful Tarot. I'll put a link. But yeah, that's my one plan for October. And I don't have any other decks on order, except there's one oracle that I ordered months ago that went out of stock in Amazon, and now they are probably going to send it. But I have got some like pre-orders that I'll be picking up in from England at the end of the year. So I've got a couple of decks only coming in December. So I've got a few months now that I'm going to just work with the decks I've got, which I'm looking forward to. And I'm pulling out a few sort of foresty, folklory, autumnal decks for the the season. We haven't really started to get cold here yet, but in the hope that we will. So I've got the Folkloric Forest, I've got Forest of Enchantment, I've got my new Bird King tarot, which is also in the haul video that I put up. And I'm going to bring out the Mythologica Fennica and yeah, a few other kind of autumnal decks. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into all of those, and I think I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, everybody, and good fortune. Bye.